So right guys, that's us back out. Get your guys here with me and we're off to Benvane. What's the height of that bad boy?
821 metres high.
821 metres high. We're capped with some sheep as well. And as you can see in the distance there, that's Loch Lubnaig. So we're just north of Callander. About a 40-minute drive really, even 40 minutes. You get Loch Foyle over in that direction. You can't really see it because it's shielded by a, what do you call it, a little bit of a hill. You've got Loch Cairn and Loch Tay in the distance. But we're expecting some saucy weather. I think wind speeds, certainly in the higher peaks, we're meant to get up to about 40-50 miles per hour. Some heavy rain, we're expecting about 6 hours of it.
Yeah, in the evening.
Not snow sadly, still not cold enough. I think the temperatures to get into about 5 Celsius at night. And good news, we've also got a sleeping bag giveaway, so stay tuned for that.
And a really nice vestibule.
And a really nice vestibule. Here's an idea of what the terrain's like. Again, you get Loch Foyle in that distance, but as you can see, the clouds coming in, and at the summit is that bad boy there. So
it's a good summit.
We're nearly there, and as Gaz says, it's a good summit. It's actually his favourite Corbett. I have done 70 Monroes now. I think I've only done like 24 this year, so I'm hoping to get up to 80, so I've done more than 30. This is actually my 4th Corbett, so not too bad. 74 mountains in the last 2 years, but been disappointing this season. Low mood, put a bit of weight on, don't really see it much on my face, but my belly. So me and Gaz has decided to get the YouTube channels back up and running throughout winter, get myself into a bit of structure, routine, and set some goals, and hopefully in the process I can deliver some world-class content and get you guys, some free equipment via giveaways. That's the intention. But I think, guys, what are we, about an hour from our destination?
Yeah.
About an hour. And then hopefully I can get you some rain and wind footage. So that's us nearly at the summit. Just spin round. It's it's way in the cloud, but it's that one there. You'll be lucky if it's even 100 metres. There's a rough idea of the terrain in the distance. But
it's all grassy.
Oh, grass, plenty of camping spots up here. I mean, we're about 700 metres and there's loads of sheep as well, so you've got company for the evening. But it looks like that the rainfall's coming in. That looks more like rainfall clouds. Nice, dark grey. So I think we've just about nailed it. This is Gazzy's favourite Corbett, and I think it's fast becoming my favourite Corbett as well.
See why at the summit.
You'll see why at the summit. Well, I don't think you'll see why at the summit because it's cloudy, but apparently there's a lot of good camping pitches.
The views are good down here, but it's the pitches up here that I like.
I'm hoping.
I got told off about that.
You guys is talking in that direction, and the microphone's there. But it's steep to begin with, then it levels out, and then the last part is relatively steep. On a good day you could probably get up and down it in about 3 hours.
3 hours,
3 hours. But what's the time now? I mean, we started
4:45, I think.
4:45?
Roughly,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's took us about 3 hours coming up.
Yeah.
So the next shot will be us up there.
Hi everyone, this is my new tent, and it's I've actually not introduced it on my own channel yet, but this is the Hilleberg Nalo 2. It's actually a 4-season tent, so it can handle winter conditions in Scotland, and I bought it mainly for the smaller version of this tent, which is just called the Hilleberg Nalo 2, which Stevie's got out in Boots, and I thought I would just get the bigger vestibule. It's not much heavier than the Nalo 2 for the extra space. It should just make the winter camps a wee bit more bearable. Moving on from the tent, I've got the Sea to Summit pillow. I've got my Feminist luxury pillow back, just for a wee bit more comfort. Just feels like a real pillow, you know. And as Monty's pointing over to my Hyperion sleeping bag, 0 degrees comfort, -6 limit. This is a brand new sleeping mat from Taunton Leisure. I think that's how you pronounce their shop. Feminist Neo Air X firm. On their website it states 7.3 R value, so yeah, they've actually improved the R value on the new mat. Nice colour as well, so you'll see how warm I am. I've got one of those reflective mats as well, so I should have a nice sleep inside here, and that's it.
Look at that vestibule though, is this the king of vestibules?
I think I've won it. I think this is the gold medal.
Well, I'll bring out the OEX Coyote, mate.
Well, maybe it's a silver medal.
I
then.
think it's about the same size as vestibule. I think the Coyote's just longer and bigger
I
than
think the
here.
pole's slightly higher, this pole here.
See,
You know, it comes down.
The Coyote goes further down. See
Yeah.
the furthest away pole, the smaller poles, I think it's lower down.
But this pole here's high enough, this centre pole, so I can get the Trecology seat inside it. So yeah, I might send, actually you've got the photo I sent it, if you want to use it in your video, go for it. You'll see what I mean. That's it.
Thank you. Finally all set up. So tonight's setup, what have we got? We've got a new sleeping bag. It's also the same one that we'll be doing as a giveaway. Qezer, the Qezer sleeping bag, or maybe a Qezer. It's nice and sleek. I mean, it feels great. Stretching the material, pulling at it. Seems to be very well made. And inside, it's this lovely blue colour. You've got your little collar here. I've tried the zips in the house and they don't appear to. The comfort temperature on this is between 0 and 5 Celsius and the limit's -8. So technically both are, you know, a winter and a 3-season sleeping bag. Can work in winter in the UK. We've had a series of mild winters as of recent. What else? What I'm going to do is throw up the stats on this side of the screen as well. It weighs in at 1.5 kilogram. You'll see in the little specifications and whatnot how tightly it can be compressed. I've not got the compression sack with me because it's raining. It wasn't waterproof, so I put it in one of those waterproof stuff sacks instead. Our rest of the setup, what have we got? We've got the trusty inner liner. Be lucky if that adds an extra Celsius or 2, but it does prolong the lifespan of the sleeping bag. And we've got the Light Tour sleeping mat, which has got an R value of 5.8. I'm not entirely sure if it's very slowly deflating, which is quite disheartening, to be honest with you, because it's a super comfortable sleeping bag. Either that or I've not blown it up properly. And of course I've got the trusty flannel pad. Temperatures I think are only to get down to about 5 Celsius tonight, so this setup should more than do the job. Also forgot, Big Agnes 3rd degree. Still raining, still blowing a hoolie, but I wouldn't say it's as heavy as anticipated, and certainly the winds aren't as strong as anticipated. You'd be lucky if the strongest gusts are 20 miles per hour. But it's 5:30, we're both set up. We're both happy with all the clips that we've done, and to be honest with you, I'm just going to sit and listen to some music, try and go on the internet. To be honest with you, for Monroe the signal up here is pretty poor, and Netflix has kindly downloaded The Irishman for me, so I might watch that. The Irishman's about 3 hours long, so I might give that a miss. Not really too sure what to report back on. Back out in the MTN F10. Not got it guyed out. There's no really point guying it out because the winds aren't strong, and plus it's got a lot of features where it can handle the winds without actually putting the guy ropes up. You've got, you know, the 4 poles, the 5 crossover nodes, you've got the carabiners that connect the poles together, you've got the axial hub system. It is a very sturdy, very strong tent, and it's barely moving in the gust that it's getting hit with so far. Lots of pockets, big pocket there, and even more big pockets there. And then it's got loads of little tiny pockets up here. You get a little ventilation port, that's cute, that's cute, that's cool. Is that even ventilation? I suppose it is ventilation because that's thicker mesh and that's finer mesh. But hoping to get back out camping more often, get a few ideas for the channel. And Gaz, he wants to do it every weekend as well, so more content coming, and it's stormy season, so world class content. So here we go, 2 men, 1 tent. How's your night been, guys?
I've actually really enjoyed it. I had my dinner earlier in the vestibule, and that tent, my tent, is making a huge difference to these crappy weather camps, I have to say.
How come?
That vestibule.
That vestibule?
Simple as that. You're not sitting in an inner, leaning over a vestibule, you know, trying to keep your, like the inside of your inner, you know, clean, you know. Everything's done in the vestibule, the actual inner door shut, so for nights like this, it's made a big difference to the camp. I can see me using that tent when the weather's like this more than the solo. The solo, yeah, I'll still use that tent, but it's
is that replacing the solo?
it's not just the solo, it's the Southern Cross one. It's the Southern Cross one's quite a light tent for what it is. It's still quite strong, so if I'm doing like longer walks, then I think the Southern Cross one might be quite a good option. But I mean, I've had the solo over 3.5 years. It's worked really well. It's done a good job, yeah. But right now, I'm really liking that tent, the Nalo 2 GT.
Well, I love this. It's not even guyed out. That's what I love about this tent. It's not even guyed out, and it's just like, is that all you've got, Win? Is that all you got?
Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad, like in the tent to win. But when I'm out there, just coming into this tent, I was like, wow. Like if I was doing a hike, it would be quite tough in this weather.
It was the same when I was up at Mearnan with Cassie. There was some
rough.
mental wind speeds out there, but inside this tent, it was just like, is that all, mate? Was that all?
It's rough out there, like.
You can see it being an early one. I'm about to get something to eat as well, but I'm certainly going to heat up my hot water bottle.
7.
20 past. I think I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to watch a film. Either The Irishman or Gone Baby Gone. Probably Gone Baby Gone because that's a shorter movie. And then bed. Hello. So it's tea time for me. I'm using my trusty fire maple. It's a better product than the jet boil. It's got a nice wide stove. That's not a stove. That's a stove. What do you call this?
Pot.
It's got a wide pot. That's the word I'm looking for. Would you call that a wide base? But it's got a wide pot, and I much prefer that to the slim, what do you call it, jet boil. And I'm looking at that. Have I not cleaned this?
It doesn't look like it. There's dead bugs on it.
That is awful. See, look inside that. Is that?
I thought my cooking bit was bad in the video. I think you won the cooking disaster for the night, mate.
What I'll do is I'll just boil water in it to clean it.
I'll do the job.
But tonight's tea is just a bag of rice.
Oh yeah.
We've got a dal makhani to have as well. So looking forward to that. I think you can pause that, mate.
Where did you get that out of? Is that like Asda's from?
Asda and Tesco sell them. They're also, it's unprocessed, so it's just all natural. The light, it's all not on natural ingredients. There's no like ultra processed stuff in that as well. So it's super healthy, super clean.
You see, we're very professional with our filming.
Yeah. But I'm going to clean this pot first, so you can just. That's a turn it off. So a bit of a disaster ensued. It appears that I forgot to clean my fire maple. so we had to use a fair bit of water to, you know, boil it to clean the pot out. And I also forgot, as per, my spoon or my spork. So Gaz has kindly gave me a loan of his spork. But the good news is the heat from this stove has increased the temperature of the tent significantly. And it's that warm we've actually had to like open the tent. We've also had to open the tent as well because of the steam. So, has that got me in it?
Oh, I'm filming you.
Aye, has it got the stove in it as well?
The top of it.
That's fine, as long as you get me in it. But yeah, it's going to be there's going to be a lot of condensation in the tent, but not because of flaws of the tent, more so because of the steam that's coming from this. We've had to open up the door and the vents, but it's they're not really doing much, are they? You should really be cooking in the cooking the vestibule is probably the best thing to do. It's about 10 o'clock and it's back to being apocalyptic, so what I'm going to do is take my meds, they'll knock me out, and just have an early one. Apparently, according to the forecast, it's about 40-45 miles per hour winds here, and in the higher peaks it's around 60. This tent's doing not too bad given it's not even guyed out, but a tent with 5 poles and all these additional features that support the poles, not really needed. So, gonna head to sleep, watch a movie. Gonna watch Gone Baby Gone. Was it Gone Girl Gone? Can't remember. Gonna head to sleep, and in the morning we'll do that sleeping bag giveaway. So, catch you on in the morning. I'm hoping you can hear me. I've not put the Rode microphone in, but starting to regret that I didn't guide the tent out. Starting to regret that I didn't guide the tent out. It's pushing against me big time. No idea what the wind speeds are, but I think the tent will be alright. If you look at the rest of the structure, it's fine. The tent's not really moving, but this side, the flat bit where I'm sleeping, bad move not guying that end out. Well, good morning. It was one hell of a sleep last night. Sleep paralysis after sleep paralysis. Took me a while to get comfortable. I switched sides and it was nice and flat. Like to sleeping mat, it is toasty and warm. But a big shout out to this sleeping bag here by Qezer. Was it Qezer? Does it look like Qezer? I was absolutely roasting, I was on fire. It got to a point where I had to just de-layer and open the sleeping bag up. And I was like that for the rest of the night. The sleeping bag was wide open. It is one warm and it's a nice, and if you're broad like myself, got broad shoulders, got decent width. But I was comfortable in it and I was toasty in it. But the rain was on all night. And it's still going strong right now at 7:30. So what me and Gaz are going to do is get packed up and then get off this mountain. We'll see how Gaz got on, and then we'll do the tent giveaway. No, not tent giveaway, good grief. I'm not giving away this tent. Sleeping bag giveaway. Well, sleeping bag giveaway. I'm absolutely exhausted. Did not have a pleasant sleep. I was this close to having nightmares as well. But yeah, going to get packed up. How was your sleep last night, guys?
It was alright. I think I got up twice. 3 in the morning and 5 in the morning. I was up at 5:30, so it wasn't too bad.
I mean, I was up about 7 times. I had like 7 episodes of sleep paralysis and I was that close to having a nightmare.
Nightmare?
Aye. So if you hear me screaming, remember?
Is that why you asked me if you were talking during the
Aye, I have like sleep paralysis, nightmare, night terrors. I talk during my sleep. Only thing I don't do is sleepwalk yet.
Well, no, that's the thing, you go camping with others, you start thinking, God, can they hear me dreaming and snoring and
Can you
stuff
sleep
like
talk?
that? I don't know.
The only time I snore is like everyone else when we sleep on our backs, and that's gravity pushing against you. But on my side and that, I don't snore. You're a snory person?
I don't know.
You know you snore because if you rarely snore and you do actually snore, you end up waking yourself up. It's like a dog when they fart when they sleep, they wake themselves up.
Well, I don't know, I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But either way, it was a good night in the tent anyway.
I had a super warm sleep. Did you have a super warm sleep?
I took the right stuff this time. Dramoctor, I took that UL80, I think it's called. And,
yeah, it's got no thermal value.
Aye, but it's comfy as.
It's the most comfortable mat, and it's more comfortable than my bed I've got in the house, but it's a poor quality mat.
I bought the UL80 for the car camping side of things. I wrecked my previous X-Firm, I just slashed it with something was in the boot of the car, and I thought, well, I'm just going to get a cheaper mat for that. And I just thought, well, the previous X-Firm, I never really looked after it very well. I've had it for 4 years, and you could tell I just needed a new mat, so I've just bought.
Didn't you clean it?
Yeah, I blew it like you would blow, like you know meant to blow it with your mouth.
Aye.
Yeah.
Apparently the bacteria damages it.
The first maybe 2 years, that's what I did before I bought that flex tail pump.
Aye.
So I don't like the things where you push down, you're there all day. You know what I mean?
I don't know how you work them.
You just kind of roll it. I couldn't be arsed with that, so I used to just use my mouth. And then that flex tail thing's just a breath of fresh air. Like,
There you go, Gaz is recommending the flex tail.
it's a decent pump. I know Robin reviewed one of the more recent one. It wasn't.
Aye, that company reached out to me, but I
Yeah.
didn't accept it. But I think I'm going to go home and accept it and try and do a giveaway as usual for the subscribers.
But yeah, that's my sleep.
Time to get home. Time to get home. Right, Sasa's back at the car. There's Gaz. It was atrocious coming down where it was more open. It was stronger winds and it felt like it was hailstones battering us. Joys it being the top of a summit, the wind just goes up and over. But if you want to be in with a chance to win that sleeping bag, just pop into the comment section, hashtag well camping. That's hashtag well camping. And yeah, good luck with that. But hope you guys enjoy the content. And I'll see you guys all in the next adventure. And bye.